everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today we will study the characters in the Scarlet Letter, and we will examine each personality closely. Actually, we have four main characters in the Scarlet Letter. The first one is the Prince, Raga Chillingworth, Arthur Dimmesdale, and the last one is Bear. Mr. Payne is the heroine of the Scarlet Letter and a very strong woman. As a young woman, she married an elderly scholar named Raga, who sent her ahead to America. While waiting for him, she had an affair with a Puritan minister named Dimmesdale, after which she gave birth to her. And according to Puritan rules, she must wear the scarlet A on her body as an evidence or as a punishment for her adultery with Arthur Dimmesdale, the town minister. What is most remarkable about Sister Pen is her strength of character. While Hawthorne doesn't give a great deal of information about her life before the book opens, he does show her remarkable character, which is revealed through her public humiliation and isolated life in Puritan society. Hester plays many roles in the Scarlet Letter, as a devoted mother, abandoned lover, estranged wife, religious dissenter, feminist, and outcast. Perhaps her most important role is that of an iconoclast, which means the one who opposes established conditions or a person who attacks beliefs or institutions. The writer Hawthorne develops her as a kind and sympathetic woman who suffers her agony and kindly helps those less fortunate than she, and patiently waits for her life to improve. She is not just a rebel, she is a glorified rebel, and Hawthorne uses her to criticize the Puritan strict society, or in other words, the Puritan religion. He portrays Hester as a woman of strength, independence, and kindness, who stands up to the judgments and constraints of her society. Also, Hester does what she can for charitable causes. Though society tries to demean and discredit her, Hawthorne emphasizes that she is a very strong woman. She works as a seamstress, and Hester's needlework creates her social power. And this is very ironic because the only public sinner in their town creates beauty for all. Also, we can see her silent suffering, which wins the sympathy of others, but still fails to gain her complete acceptance by the Puritan society that surrounds her. Now let us take a look at the personality of Gary Chillingworth and examine it closely. Ragal Chillingworth is actually Hester's husband in disguise. He is much older than she is, and had sent her to America while he settled his affairs in Europe. Because he is captured by Native Americans, he arrives in Boston and finds Hester and her child being displayed on the scaffold. He lusts for revenge and thus decides to stay in Boston despite his wife's betrayal and disgrace. He is a scholar and uses his knowledge to disguise himself as a doctor, and he intends on discovering and tormenting Hysteria's lover. In the novel, he is self-absorbed, and both physically and psychologically he masters. His single-minded and pursuit of revenge reveals him to be the most malevolent character in the novel. Now we are having the character of Arthur Dimmesdorf. He is a well-respected Boston reverend who has an affair with Hester Prynne, and he is the secret father of Pearl. He is shy and well-loved and respected by his public. Also, he is too frightened and selfish to reveal his sin and bear the burden of punishment with Hester. Yet at the same time, Temestal secretly punishes himself for his sin by fasting and whipping himself. Ultimately, the suffering and punishment he endures, though self-inflicted, proves far worse than his studies or perils, and suggesting that betrayal and selfishness are greater sins than adulthood. The Mistal's guilty conscience overwhelms him like a plague, robbing him of his health and preventing him from raising his daughter. His eventual confession comes too late, and he dies a victim of his own pride. His guilt gnaws at his heart, and his failure to find peace and happiness is caused by his refusal to seek the forgiveness of God or of people. Now let us see the physical description of Arthur the Mistal and analyze his character in the novel. The Mistal is the other protagonist of the novel. He is a young Puritan pastor with handsome features and an attractive voice. Because of his royal spirit and inspired sermons, people dearly love him. The more the people honor him, the more his cult grows. The fear of public exposure and its consequences prevents Timothy from openly confessing his sin, although he mortally attempts to do several times. When he does gather strength to hint that he is a sinner, he does it so indirectly that his confession is considered to be a sign of his humility. As a result, people love and praise him more. Thus, Divistal leads a hypocritical life. His duality in retaining his royal image in public and leading a life of repentance in private mars his health and causes his physical decay. Because of his own weakness and lack of courage, he fails to confess his sin and suffers in his life. The last character is Pearl. Actually, she plays a significant role in the novel. Her mother has paid for this child with her honor. Therefore, the name has importance, for she is his dad's only treasure. Also, She is further a living manifestation of the Scarlet's letter, and a constant reminder of her parents' sin. She is a happy child, secure in her mother's love. She, however, wonders about her father and seems to understand that the minister is somehow related to her. She also is wary of him because he refuses to be seen with her in public, and she wonders why he always covers his heart with his hand. And this shows that she is an intelligent child, wise beyond her years. At the end of the novel, Beryl is transformed. When Dimmesdale stands with her on the scaffold and makes his confession to the entire town. Also, we can see the child has yearned for his love and acceptance in the open, when he calls himself the one sinner of the world, and tells everyone to see that he, like his son, has a red stigma, and shows the letter A on his breast, as you can see in the picture. After that, he asks her for a kiss. She willingly gives it, and this shows that her sense of human identity is established in her acceptance of Dimmesdale's paternity. As a result, she cries with real human emotions for the first time in the novel, and this foreshadowing that her past is put away and she will be able to live an urban life in the future. Thank you. It was just a brief analysis about the characters of the novel. Please watch the video more than one time. It will help you in understanding their personalities. Thank you and have a good day.